Okay, in this tutorial, we're going to do the Ionian major scale exercise. When you sing a scale from do to do re mi fa sol la ti do, you're basically singing the Ionian major scale. Major scale as opposed to minor scale. A major scale usually gives you a cheerful, happy sound to it. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Okay? If I wanted to do a minor scale, it would sound sadder, more like. You can hear the sadness in those chords. Okay, so Ionian major scale, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, has a specific structure. Between do and re, you have what's called a whole step, meaning you skip a note to go from the first degree to go to the next degree of the scale. And from re to mi, also a whole step because you skip a note before you get to mi. But from mi to fa, it's a half step, meaning you do not skip any note, you go to the very next note. So for instance, do, in order for me, no matter what key that I play on the keyboard, whether it's in this case A flat or C or D, wherever I want to start the Ionian scale, if that key is do, in order for me to get to re, I have to skip the very next key to go to the one after to get to re, and that means that I went a whole step. And then from re to mi, also I have to skip a note in between to get to mi. From mi to fa, it's a half step, meaning there's no skipping. It's the very next note, mi, fa. From fa to sol, you skip a note, it's a whole step. From sol to la, you skip a note. From la to chi, you skip a note, which is this one in this case. And from chi to do, it's a half step, no skipping. So when you think about it, there's no skipping from mi to fa, and there's no skipping from chi to do. So mi, fa, and chi, do are half step intervals, meaning you do not skip any note, you go to the very next note. Whereby all the other notes in the Ionian scale, you have to skip a note. These are whole step intervals. Okay, that said, we continue with our exercise. Do. So I will sing do and then play it again. This time it will be your turn to repeat. Do, do, re, mi, fa, fa, sol, sol, la, la, ti, ti, do, 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 ti, la, la, sol, sol, fa, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, sol, la, la, ti, ti, do, La, la, sol, sol, fa, fa, mi, re, do. It is very important that you memorize the solfege notes ascending and descending, because you want to be in the position where as soon as you hear a song, you can say, ah, this is the do, based on the notes that you've heard. For instance, if you heard da di da 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 di da 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 da, I hear do ti la sol fa sol do re mi fa mi do. Okay, so but of course it's after many exercises I'm able to recognize those notes. So you want to get to a point where you can hear those notes, and that will help you in singing a song or even harmonizing. Okay, so that's it for this first lesson in doing the exercise for solfege.